Yo, what's going on, guys? And I just got a little highlight of the whole entire game looping right here for us. I just want to talk about my T-Wolves a little bit. As you guys know, I'm a Minnesota Timberwolves fan. It's fantastic. It feels good. First time in a while that I can sit here proudly and be like, I'm a T-Wolves fan. And Chris Finch won Coach of the Month like he should. If you guys haven't read Nick Nurse's autobiography called Rapture, he talks a lot about Chris Finch. Like, if it wasn't for Nick Nurse, there's no Chris Finch. So, Timberwolves fan, we got to say our thanks to Mr. Chris Finch for bringing Nick Nurse to the NBA, the number one defensive rating in the league. Ain't he the best offensive rating, but I think we're better than that. Third best, net rating, 12th best three-point shooting, offense, eighth best field goal percentage in the league. We're grabbing the seventh most blocks. Offensive rebounds, somewhere we need to get better at. We're going to the free throw line a bunch, like 25 times a game. We're blocking almost 7 shots a game. We're doing a fantastic job. We're really doing a great job. 26 points a night from Anthony Edwards. He's starting to look like that MVP candidate in terms of, I think he's not playing as much hero ball. And he's just letting his game speak for himself. He's got the perfect sidekick in Karl Anthony Towns. Rudy Gobert is the third leading scorer with 13 and a half. Then another 13 from Naz Reid, 11 from Mike Conley. You got Jaden's hurt, but Jaden McDaniels is a guy who's been, fantastic when out there and in his place. We've been seeing a bit more Nikhil Alexander Walker, who's done a really good job of playing that defensive maestro role. Kyle Anderson's another guy who comes out and plays really well. Same thing with Troy Brown Jr. And Jake Milton didn't have any points, but Naz Reid out there being the sixth man of the year candidate that he's playing really good. And it was I just think it goes to show a good outing. We have a good 8-man rotation right now of Kyle Anderson, Troy Brown Jr., and Naz Reid. I assume when Jaden McDaniels comes back, Nikhil will probably take minutes from Troy, and it'll probably be Troy, NAW, and Kyle Anderson and Naz Reid as the three guys off the bench with, the starting lineup, probably Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards, Matt Conley, and Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert. Gobert was so efficient. He had 20 rebounds, had a few blocks. This team just looked really dominant, and it was funny because Victor Wembanyama only had 12 points and 10 rebounds. It was the show, the show between the two Frenchmen. So definitely always fun to see that, the battles between the French right there, and that's going to be something that we're going to see for a while. But I think it's cool for the Timberwolves. We're like 16-4 now. We're the best team in the NBA. It's a really cool thing to see, and I'm just happy. I'm happy. If you guys are like me, you guys know what it's like. Like, let me bring you back down memory lane. Okay, let me tell you Timberwolves seasons. Okay, wiki. We got to go back to 2008, 2009. All right. Because the whole thing I need to tell you guys is season 2008 is the first season I think I remember. 2008 to 2009. OJ Mayo. We drafted third overall. And what do? We traded him to the Memphis Grizzlies. You want to know for whom? We traded OJ Mayo. Who OJ Mayo, ladies and gentlemen, is playing for. I guess he's in playing. He played in Saudi. I'm very confused with his. Okay, he's with the Zamalek. I don't even know who's OJ Mayo playing with anymore. But basically, OJ Mayo was drafted by us, and I guess that's good because he ended up. But he was traded for Kevin Love, which was like a good trade. We also got Pekovic, which is crazy to think about. Pekovic could still be in the league, but he's now like a fucking crime lord, and he's like he funds. He's 37, he retired like 7 years ago at 30. So, and just fantastic. It's such an interesting man. But we went from a guy who with Randy Foy, Jason Collins, Brian Cardinal, Bobby Brown, and Sebastian Telfair. Kevin Ollie was on the team. Mark Madsen, Sheldon Williams, Sebastian Telfair. All right. To the teams that we drafted Ricky Rubio, we had Johnny Flynn. Okay. To the following years, we had, Wesley Johnson and Nemanja Bjelica we drafted. Nemanja didn't immediately come over, But we moved on following year. Derek Williams, ladies and gentlemen. We drafted Bojan Bogdanovic and traded him. We've always had so many picks, just traded like basically half of the guys. Robbie Hummel, I remember we actually gave him a shot. Okay, we were the only team to ever give him a shot out of Purdue. He went to Valparaiso in high school. Dude, memory lane. Trey Burke. Okay, Andre Roberson. You guys, we didn't have Trey Burke because he went to the Utah Jazz, but we traded his rights. I'm just saying, Andre Roberson, another guy we didn't really have. I'm always just so surprised that like we were bad for so long. We were so bad for so long, and look at where we are now. Zach Levine, you remember that? Alessandro Gental. Did we never bring him over? He's 31 now, shooting guard, small forward at 6'7". Why didn't we ever try to bring him over? Dude, this guy scored 20 points a game for Milano. Why didn't we bring him over? He's like one of the better. I did not know that. Dude, Rakeem Christmas, Chris Dunn that year. Like, we used to have Gorgie Dang on this roster. Shabazz Muhammad, dude. Shabazz Muhammad. You guys remember that? Justin Patton, when we drafted him 16th freaking overall. I remember that. That was fun. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm a happy fan. I'm glad we did this. And I don't know. This is definitely cool to see that we're not a crap team anymore. Brandon Rush were on a couple of our teams. Nemi Bjelica was always fun. Aaron Brooks played way longer than people thought. Aaron Brooks was still kicking it with the T-Wolves in like 2018, guys. People forget about my man. Emil Jefferson also got a shot with us. Marcus Georges Hunt. You guys remember him? He was an undrafted guy. I think he's in Europe now, right? He's, Kuwait, bro. Playing in Kuwait. Jamal Crawford was on our dude, these are funny teams. Who's got Ryan Saunders? Yeah, Ryan Saunders down in Denver learned Kieta Bates Yop. I always forgot. Dude, this is just incredible. What an incredible turnaround from where we were, from what we did. I'm happy. If you're me, you're happy. Because we're not that team that we used to be. Which is like really cool. Really cool to think of. And I'm really proud to be a Timberwolves fan. So, if you made it to this part of the video, okay, this is what I got to tell you. Thank you, okay? Thank you for making it here. And we're going to get all close on you. I hope you like this so much. And if you made it to this part, if you don't like, comment, and subscribe, I will come in your sleep. Let me give you a dream. That's weird. Go fuck yourself.